Have you ever paused to consider how the quiet, ongoing conversation within your mind shapes the essence of your daily life? Your emotions, your decisions, and ultimately, your destiny? The Stoics, masters of ancient wisdom, understood something profound. Not external events, but our perception of them. Our inner dialogue determines our well-being. In a world overwhelmed by distractions, pressures, and external validations, few things are as important as cultivating a voice within ourselves that speaks with clarity, reason, and purpose. Each morning, we are given a choice, a fork in the road of thought. Will we allow fear, doubt, and negativity to cloud our perspective, or will we take control of our minds, framing each experience with strength, gratitude, and wisdom? Our internal narrative can either imprison us in a cycle of frustration and anxiety or liberate us, helping us rise above life's inevitable chaos. For those who seek personal growth, inner peace, and the strength to live virtuously, mastering self-talk is not a trivial matter but an essential practice. The Stoics believed that cultivating disciplined, intentional thinking could achieve a sense of calm even amidst life's most incredible storms. This practice is not about avoiding hardships or denying emotions, but equips oneself with the tools to respond wisely, fostering resilience and clarity in every situation. In the following discourse, we will explore 9 transformative affirmations, simple yet profound statements that, when practiced daily, can recalibrate your mindset, nurture emotional strength, and guide you toward living with purpose. These affirmations are more than fleeting words. They are principles rooted in centuries of Stoic philosophy, offering a framework to build a life of inner tranquility, strength, and intentional action. If you're ready to master your mind, let us begin. Small, consistent efforts, when guided by wisdom, hold the power to create lasting change. Your thoughts shape your world. Choose them wisely. Affirmation 1. I am privileged to witness a new day. Life, fragile and fleeting, is a privilege we often overlook. In the rush of daily routines and obligations, we forget the miracle of waking up. Yet, each new day allows us to learn, grow, and become more aligned with our true purpose. Stoic philosophy teaches us to reflect on mortality not to induce fear, but to heighten our appreciation for life. By contemplating how brief our existence is, we become more mindful of the present moment, understanding that every breath, every heartbeat, and every sunrise is a rare and precious gift. The Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius once said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, think, to enjoy, to love." This simple reflection grounds us, reminding us that life's greatest blessings are often found in its most mundane moments. The warmth of sunlight on your skin, the gentle sound of morning birdsong, or the simple act of breathing deeply are not trivial occurrences but experiences to be cherished. Recognizing the inherent beauty in these small moments transforms our perspective, allowing us to approach the day with a mindset rooted in gratitude and reverence. To cultivate this mindset, begin your morning with a conscious breath, reminding yourself, "I am privileged to witness a new day." This simple affirmation shifts your focus from burden to blessing, encouraging you to see daily tasks not as mere obligations but as opportunities to engage with life. Consider keeping a gratitude journal, a place where you can note one reason you are fortunate to be alive each morning. Though seemingly minor, this practice trains the mind to seek joy in simplicity, fostering a deeper appreciation for life's countless gifts. Moreover, embracing this mindset allows us to detach from the incessant desire for more. It reminds us that fulfillment doesn't come from material accumulation, but from our ability to savor what already exists. The Stoics believe that wealth lies not in having more, but in needing less. By anchoring yourself in gratitude for life, you cultivate a form of internal abundance that external circumstances cannot quickly diminish. Finally, acknowledging life's fragility compels us to live with intention. Since tomorrow is never guaranteed, today becomes an invaluable canvas upon which we can paint moments of meaning and connection. This shift in perspective urges us to approach each conversation, each task, and each interaction with a more significant presence. It frees us from trivial worries and heightens our focus on what truly matters, living fully aligned with our values. When you remind yourself, "I am privileged to witness a new day," you shift from passivity to active engagement with life. You no longer move through the day on autopilot, but with conscious intention, making each moment count. Even on days marked by challenges, this mindset helps you remain grounded in the knowledge that every experience is part of existence's intricate and transient beauty, no matter how small. By consistently practicing this daily reflection, you will find that life, in all its complexity, becomes more prosperous, more meaningful, and deeply fulfilling. Affirmation 2. Things could always be worse. It's natural to fixate on what's going wrong in the face of adversity. Our minds are wired to magnify problems, heightening stress and clouding our ability to see beyond the immediate struggle. However, the Stoics taught a simple yet profound truth. By shifting our focus from what we lack to what remains, we cultivate resilience and find clarity even in difficult moments. The phrase "things could always be worse" is not an attempt to minimize hardship, but rather a tool to broaden our perspective and remind us that there is something to be grateful for within every challenge. This mindset invites us to pause and recalibrate. Consider the countless aspects of life we take for granted: clean water, a roof over our heads, access to food, and the presence of loved ones. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This wisdom encourages us to anchor ourselves in the present moment, recognizing that there is much to appreciate even amid hardship. Doing so reduces the emotional weight of our struggles and opens us to finding solutions. Practicing this affirmation begins with mindful reflection. The next time you encounter a setback, take a moment to ask yourself, "How could this situation be worse?" This isn't an exercise in denial, but in perspective. It allows you to shift from a state of frustration to one of gratitude. For instance, losing a job is undeniably challenging, but it could be worse if you lack support, health, or the skills to seek new opportunities. This mental reframing fosters a sense of strength and balance, helping you navigate difficult situations with more excellent composure. Beyond reflection, take time to record the small blessings in your life, even on days when everything feels heavy. Keeping a simple gratitude list, 3 things that went well or remained steady, helps train your mind to seek light in dark moments. You might also consider creating a gratitude jar, where you write down positive experiences and revisit them during tough times. These tangible practices reinforce the habit of finding good amidst difficulty and remind us of life's blessings. This affirmation also carries a more profound Stoic lesson: accepting uncertainty and impermanence. Life is unpredictable. Fortunes can change in an instant. Recognizing that things could be worse helps us appreciate what we have, even imperfect. It teaches us to detach from the illusion of control over external events and instead focus on mastering our inner responses. In this way, we shift our energy from resisting life's unpredictability to embracing it with courage and grace. Ultimately, adopting the mindset that things could always be worse cultivates a form of emotional resilience. It helps us face life's inevitable trials with a calm spirit, knowing that while suffering is part of the human experience, so is our ability to endure and find meaning. Over time, this practice transforms how we approach adversity. No longer overwhelmed by challenges, we learn to see them as opportunities for growth, perspective, and gratitude. In moments of hardship, remind yourself, things could always be worse, not as a way to dismiss your pain, but as a means to gain strength and clarity. This shift in mindset grounds you, providing the steadiness needed to move forward with wisdom. By consistently adopting this perspective, you develop an unshakable core that can withstand life's turbulence and emerge stronger, wiser, and more grateful for the journey. Affirmation 3. I am grateful for the people in my life, and if I stand alone, I still have myself. The human experience is deeply intertwined with relationships. We draw strength, joy, and meaning from the presence of others. Family, friends, mentors, and even fleeting acquaintances who touch our lives in meaningful ways. Yet, the Stoics remind us that while relationships are valuable, true fulfillment must stem from within. There will be moments when we feel isolated, unsupported, or misunderstood. In those times, we must cultivate the ability to stand firm, knowing that we possess all we need to endure within ourselves. Gratitude for those who walk alongside us is a cornerstone of Stoic thought. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." Loving and being loved are profound aspects of our existence, yet they are not guaranteed. Reflecting on the people who bring value to your life fosters deeper connections and a sense of appreciation. Too often, we overlook these individuals in the chaos of daily life, taking their presence for granted. A simple, intentional acknowledgement, a kind word, a moment of shared silence, or an act of generosity can strengthen these bonds and remind us of the richness they bring to our journey. However, the Stoics teach that while external relationships enhance life, they should not define us. Epictetus cautioned against becoming overly reliant on others for our sense of self-worth. Proper inner stability comes from the realization that, even in solitude, we are enough. This does not mean denying the importance of relationships, but understanding that our well-being does not rest solely in their presence. Cultivating a strong relationship with oneself, one built on self-respect, self-compassion, and personal integrity, provides a foundation of emotional resilience. In practice, this affirmation invites both gratitude and self-reliance. Begin by expressing appreciation for the people who support you, whether through direct acknowledgement or quiet reflection. At the same time, nurture your inner world by engaging in activities that foster self-growth, journaling, meditating, or pursuing a personal passion. These practices reinforce your sense of self-sufficiency, reminding you that while the presence of others enriches life, your companionship is enough to sustain you. There will be days when loneliness creeps in, when you feel adrift without the support of those you rely on. In those moments, remind yourself, I still have myself. This isn't a resignation to isolation, but an affirmation of your strength. Standing alone, you can reflect, recharge, and reconnect with your deeper self. Solitude, when embraced, becomes a space for clarity, creativity, and inner peace. A time to listen to your thoughts without external noise. Moreover, reflecting on your past connections, those who have come and gone, can deepen your gratitude. Every relationship, whether lasting or transient, contributes to the tapestry of your life. Even those who have hurt or disappointed you offer valuable lessons in resilience, compassion, and forgiveness. This perspective transforms feelings of loss or bitterness into opportunities for growth. Ultimately, this affirmation is about balance. It is about appreciating the relationships that nourish you while cultivating a sense of inner wholeness that remains unshaken by external circumstances. Regularly practicing gratitude for others and nurturing your well-being creates a stable emotional core that allows you to navigate life's complexities with strength and grace. Remind yourself daily, I am grateful for the people in my life, and if I stand alone, I still have myself. This simple yet profound mindset nurtures connection and independence, allowing you to thrive in companionship and solitude. Over time, you will find that this balance brings a more profound sense of peace, resilience, and fulfillment, empowering you to live authentically no matter who walks beside you or when you must walk alone. Affirmation 4. I am stronger than my struggles. Adversity is a constant in life. No one escapes hardship, whether in the form of personal loss, professional setbacks, or internal battles with fear and doubt. Yet, in these moments of difficulty, the Stoics found an opportunity for growth. They taught us that our obstacles are not barriers to our progress, but the path to becoming more assertive, wiser, and more resilient. Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's greatest voices, famously declared, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This profound insight reminds us that struggles, far from defeating us, can serve as catalysts for transformation. Telling yourself, "I am stronger than my struggles," is empowering. It shifts your identity from a victim to a warrior, someone who does not merely endure life's challenges, but uses them as stepping stones to greater personal strength. This perspective doesn't deny the pain of hardship. Instead, it acknowledges that while pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. We may not control every external event, but we always control how we respond. In practice, this mindset requires active engagement with life's difficulties. When faced with a challenge, pause and reflect. What can I learn from this experience? How can I emerge from this situation more potent than before? Journaling can be a powerful tool, allowing you to track your struggles and the growth they inspire. Each entry becomes a testament to your resilience, a record of the times you stood firm in the face of adversity and emerged on the other side with greater clarity and strength. Another practice that reinforces this affirmation is adopting a mantra such as, "This too shall pass." This simple yet profound phrase reminds you that no hardship lasts forever. Like a river, time moves forward, carrying joy and sorrow with it. By internalizing this truth, you develop the patience to endure and the wisdom to know that every challenge is temporary. Resilience is not built by avoiding struggle, but by embracing it. Just as muscles grow stronger through resistance, so does the mind develop fortitude by facing life's trials. Each obstacle presents a choice, to resist and suffer or to engage and grow. The Stoics believe that the latter path leads to true strength, a strength that does not waver in the face of uncertainty or fear, but stands rooted in the knowledge that you have overcome before and will overcome again. Moreover, reflecting on past struggles reinforces your belief in your strength. Think back to a time when you faced something that seemed insurmountable. At that moment, it may have felt like you were on the brink of defeat, yet here you are, stronger and more capable than before. Each of these experiences serves as evidence of your inner power, proof that you possess the resilience to endure and rise. Adopting the affirmation, "I am stronger than my struggles," fortifies your mind and transforms how you view life's difficulties. You begin to see them not as unfortunate disruptions, but as opportunities to test your character, refine your virtues, and deepen your understanding of yourself. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy, using life's inevitable challenges to grow into a more virtuous, courageous, and composed individual. Over time, this mindset cultivates an unshakable inner strength. You learn to face adversity with calm determination, knowing that no matter how great the storm is, you can weather it. This inner confidence allows you to approach life's uncertainties gracefully, turning obstacles into opportunities and struggles into triumphs. Each day, remind yourself, "I am stronger than my struggles." Let this affirmation guide your thoughts and actions, reinforcing the belief that within you lies the strength to overcome. Life may not always be easy, but you are given the chance to grow through every challenge. Embrace that opportunity, and in doing so, you will discover a depth of resilience that transforms your struggles in life. Affirmation 5. I don't need all the answers right now. Uncertainty is an inescapable part of life. Whether it's the uncertainty of where our career path will lead, the future of a relationship, or the resolution of personal struggles, not knowing what lies ahead can feel overwhelming. Our minds, conditioned to seek clarity and control, often become anxious when faced with the unknown. However, the Stoics understood a profound truth. Life's journey is not about having all the answers, but about learning to navigate the uncertainty with patience and trust. As Epictetus taught, some things are up to us and some things are not. By accepting this, we free ourselves from the unnecessary burden of trying to solve every unknown immediately. Telling yourself, "I don't need to have all the answers right now," is an act of surrender, not to hopelessness, but to the natural unfolding of life. It is a recognition that clarity often emerges gradually, through experience and reflection, rather than being something we can force into existence. This mindset encourages a sense of peace in the present moment, reminding us that we can take things one step at a time, trusting that with patience and effort, the answers we seek will reveal themselves in due course. In practice, embracing this affirmation involves focusing on what is within your control: your actions, your thoughts, and your attitude. When you are overwhelmed by uncertainty, pause and ground yourself in the present moment. Ask yourself, what can I do now that is meaningful or productive? Shifting your attention from the unknown future to the present task allows you to break free from the cycle of anxious overthinking and take actionable steps toward progress. Mindfulness is a powerful tool in this process. By bringing your awareness back to the present, whether through deep breathing, observing your surroundings, or engaging fully in a task, you remind yourself that you don't need to solve everything simultaneously. Life is a journey best navigated moment by moment, with trust in the process rather than fixation on the destination. Another helpful practice is to write down your worries and categorize them into two columns: what you can control and cannot. This simple exercise clarifies where to focus your energy, letting you let go of what is beyond your influence. Over time, this habit trains your mind to approach uncertainty with greater calm and intentionality rather than being consumed by it. Embracing the idea that you don't need to have all the answers also nurtures a growth mindset. It allows you to view life as a continuous discovery process rather than a problem to be solved. Each day becomes an opportunity to learn, explore, and grow. You no longer feel pressured to have everything figured out. Instead, you become comfortable with evolving through experience. Moreover, this mindset fosters resilience. By letting go of the need for immediate certainty, you build the inner strength to endure ambiguity with grace. You learn to trust your ability to adapt, knowing that while you may not have all the answers today, you can find them when right. Quiet confidence enables you to approach life with extraordinary courage, free from the paralyzing fear of the unknown. Ultimately, telling yourself, "I don't need to have all the answers right now," reminds you to be patient with yourself and life. It allows you to shift from restless striving to mindful presence, where progress is made through steady, thoughtful action rather than frantic searching. Over time, this mindset brings a profound sense of peace, clarity, and trust in the unfolding of your journey. As you move forward, remember that it's okay to be in a place of uncertainty. Life's greatest lessons often come not from knowing everything in advance, but from being willing to embrace the unknown with an open heart and a steady mind. Trust the process, take each day as it comes, and remind yourself, "I don't need to have all the answers right now." In doing so, you cultivate the patience and wisdom to navigate life's uncertainties with strength and grace, allowing clarity to emerge when it is meant to. Affirmation 6. I am in control of my reactions. Life is unpredictable. External events, pleasant or challenging, occur beyond our control, often catching us off guard. Yet, as the Stoics taught, what truly matters is not the event itself, but how we respond to it. Epictetus, One of the great Stoic philosophers emphasized this point when he said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." While we cannot dictate every circumstance, we possess an extraordinary power, the ability to master our inner world by controlling our reactions. Telling yourself, "I am in control of my reactions," declares personal responsibility. It reminds you that while anger, fear, and frustration may arise naturally, you can decide whether they control your actions. This distinction is crucial. Emotions, as the Stoics understood, are neither inherently good nor bad. They are signals, temporary visitors to the mind. What determines their impact on our lives is how we respond to them. Do we react impulsively, allowing emotions to dictate our behavior? Or do we pause, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with reason and virtue? In practice, mastering your reactions begins with awareness. When faced with a triggering situation, pause and take a deep breath. This simple act creates a space between the event and your response, where reason can intervene. Ask yourself, what is the best action in this situation? Will my reaction serve my long-term values, or is it merely a fleeting impulse? This pause, brief though it may be, is a powerful tool. It shifts you from reactive to proactive mode, allowing you to respond with intention rather than emotion. Another key Stoic practice is reframing, looking at situations differently. For instance, if someone criticizes you unfairly, your initial reaction may be defensiveness or anger. However, by reframing the problem, you can choose a more productive response. Perhaps the criticism holds a kernel of truth that you can learn, or maybe it is entirely unfounded and reflects more about the other person than you. Adopt this mindset transforms what could have been a source of conflict into an opportunity for growth or calm detachment. Over time, practicing this affirmation builds emotional resilience. You realize that while life may present countless external challenges, your inner peace remains within your grasp. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions or pretending that difficulties don't exist. Instead, it means acknowledging your emotions without being ruled by them. You learn to observe your feelings with detachment, understanding that they are temporary, not defining truths. Moreover, mastering your reactions enhances your relationships. Responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively fosters mutual respect, understanding, and trust. When you remain calm in the face of provocation, you maintain your dignity and create an environment where constructive dialogue can occur. In this way, the ability to control your reactions becomes a tool for strengthening connections and navigating social complexities with grace. Ultimately, telling yourself, "I am in control of my reactions," empowers you to reclaim your agency. It reinforces the idea that while external events may be chaotic and unpredictable, your inner world can remain steady. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy, cultivating a mindset that allows you to navigate life's turbulence without losing your center. By consistently practicing this affirmation, you develop an unshakable inner calm, a quiet strength that allows you to face life's challenges with composure. Remember this truth daily. While I cannot control what happens to me, I can control how I respond. Over time, this practice transforms your life. You become less reactive, more intentional, and ultimately, more aligned with the Stoic ideal of living with wisdom and virtue. Affirmation 7. Mistakes do not define me. They are my greatest teachers. In the pursuit of personal growth, mistakes are inevitable. Whether it's a poor decision, a failed endeavor, or words spoken in haste, these moments often leave us grappling with guilt, regret, and self-doubt. Yet, the Stoics believe that mistakes are not the end of the journey but essential milestones along the path to wisdom. Seneca, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, reminded us of this truth. To err is human, but to persist in error is diabolical. Mistakes, when approached with humility and reflection, serve as valuable guides illuminating the way forward. Telling yourself, "Mistakes do not define me. They are my greatest teachers," helps you reframe failure as a necessary component of growth rather than a mark of inadequacy. Too often, we internalize mistakes, allowing them to shape our identity and erode our confidence. This affirmation shifts your perspective, reminding you that errors are temporary and that your worth is not determined by a moment or misstep. Instead, your character is forged in how you respond. Whether you dwell in self-reproach or rise with renewed clarity and purpose. Practicing this mindset begins with self-compassion. When you make a mistake, resist the urge to engage in harsh self-criticism. Instead, approach yourself with kindness, like a struggling close friend. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this mistake to improve? Adopting this approach turns moments of failure into opportunities for self-awareness and personal development. Another powerful practice is reflective journaling. At the end of each day, take a few moments to reflect on any mistakes you made and what insights they offered. This exercise helps you detach from the emotional weight of failure and focus on the lessons embedded within. Over time, this habit strengthens your ability to learn from errors without being defined by them, fostering resilience and a growth-oriented mindset. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of action. Reflection alone is not enough. You must apply the lessons learned. Suppose a mistake reveals a flaw in your judgment. Work on honing your discernment. If it highlighted a weakness, commit to strengthening that area. Mistakes, when coupled with intentional action, become powerful tools for transformation. Moreover, viewing mistakes as teachers fosters humility. It reminds you that perfection is neither possible nor necessary in pursuing a virtuous life. As humans, we are works in progress, constantly learning and evolving. Mistakes keep us grounded, reminding us of our fallibility while offering opportunities to practice patience, perseverance, and self-improvement. This humility, in turn, deepens your understanding of others, making you more empathetic and less prone to harsh judgment. Finally, this affirmation encourages you to let go of the fear of failure. Too often, the fear of making mistakes paralyzes us, preventing us from taking meaningful risks or pursuing growth. By embracing mistakes as part of the process, you liberate yourself from this fear, opening the door to greater creativity, courage, and fulfillment. No matter how painful, you see that every misstep holds the seed of wisdom within it, if only you are willing to learn. When you tell yourself, "Mistakes do not define me. They are my greatest teachers," you cultivate a mindset of resilience, humility, and continuous growth. You learn to face life's uncertainties confidently, knowing that even when things don't go as planned, there is always an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Over time, this approach transforms how you perceive failure and engage with life. With a spirit of openness, curiosity, and unwavering determination. In moments of self-doubt, remind yourself, "I am not my mistakes. I am the lessons I choose to learn from them." This shift in thinking frees you from the burden of perfection and allows you to embrace the beautiful, imperfect process of becoming. By consistently practicing this affirmation, you build a life grounded in wisdom, resilience, and an unyielding commitment to growth. Affirmation 8. Everything I need to create a better future is already within me. In a world that often emphasizes external validation and material gain, it's easy to believe that happiness, success, and fulfillment lie somewhere beyond our reach, in the next achievement, the next possession, or the approval of others. However, the Stoics taught a radically different truth. The strength to shape our lives comes not from what we acquire but from what we cultivate within ourselves. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, wrote, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good. If you dig, it will ever bub. This timeless wisdom reminds us that we already possess the tools to build a meaningful and virtuous life. Telling yourself, "Everything I need to create a better future is already within me," shifts your focus from external dependence to internal empowerment. It reinforces the belief that your potential isn't dictated by circumstances or external conditions, but by your mindset, virtues, and actions. In a world filled with uncertainty, this affirmation becomes a source of unwavering confidence, a reminder that while you may not control external events, you always control how you respond and grow. This mindset invites introspection. Instead of seeking fulfillment in external achievements, ask yourself, what qualities within me can I strengthen to create a better future? Whether resilience, wisdom, compassion, or discipline, you possess the seeds of every virtue to overcome life's challenges and cultivate lasting success. The process of digging deep, as Marcus Aurelius suggested, requires effort and patience. Still, the rewards are immense. Inner strength, clarity, and a sense of purpose that no external force can diminish. One practical way to internalize this affirmation is through daily reflection. At the end of each day, take a moment to identify instances where you relied on your inner qualities to navigate a challenge or make progress. You showed courage in a difficult conversation, patience in a frustrating situation, or creativity in solving a problem. Recognizing these moments reinforces the belief that everything you need is already within you. Over time, this practice nurtures self-trust and helps you approach life with greater confidence and intentionality. Another powerful exercise is visualization. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing the future you want to create, not in terms of external rewards, but in terms of the person you wish to become. Imagine embodying the virtues you value most: strength, wisdom, kindness, or perseverance. This practice strengthens your connection to your inner resources, reminding you that personal growth is the foundation of any lasting change. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of living in alignment with one's values. When you act by your principles, when your thoughts, words, and actions reflect the person you strive to be, you naturally begin to shape a better future. The external world may remain unpredictable, but by anchoring yourself in virtue, you create a sense of stability and direction that allows you to move forward purposefully. Furthermore, this affirmation teaches us to let go of the illusion that we need something external to complete us. Society often promotes the idea that we are lacking, that we need more wealth, recognition, or status to be whole. But the Stoics remind us that true fulfillment comes from within. When you recognize that everything you need is already present in your character and your capacity to grow, you free yourself from the endless pursuit of external validation and instead focus on nurturing your inner world. In moments of doubt or fear about the future, remind yourself, "I already have within me what I need to create a better future." This simple statement grounds you in the present and empowers you to take meaningful action. It reminds you that while life may present obstacles, you possess the strength, wisdom, and resilience to face them. By consistently practicing this mindset, you cultivate a deep sense of self-reliance, transforming your life from being shaped by external forces to being guided by your inner compass. Over time, this affirmation becomes more than words. It becomes a way of life. You learn to trust your ability to navigate uncertainty, find solutions in difficult times, and create a future that reflects your highest values. By looking inward, you discover a wellspring of potential waiting to be tapped, a source of strength that, once realized, can guide you through any challenge. As Marcus Aurelius advised, dig deep. Everything you need is already within you. With each step forward, remember that the power to shape your future lies not in what you seek from the outside, but in what you cultivate within. By embracing this truth, you become the architect of a future grounded in purpose, wisdom, and inner strength. Affirmation 9. I deserve peace, joy, and fulfillment, For many, deserving peace, joy, and fulfillment feels uncomfortable, even foreign. Conditioned by society to equate worth with achievement and productivity, we often fall into the trap of believing that happiness must be earned, that only after we accomplish certain goals or meet specific expectations do we become worthy of experiencing contentment. Yet, the Stoics held a different view. A virtuous life, lived with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, naturally leads to inner peace and fulfillment. These qualities are not rewards to be earned but states of being we cultivate by living in harmony with our values. Telling yourself, "I deserve peace, joy, and fulfillment," is a radical act of self-acceptance. It affirms that, regardless of external circumstances or past mistakes, you are inherently worthy of living a life enriched by meaning and contentment. This doesn't imply that life will always be easy or free from hardship. On the contrary, Stoicism teaches us to expect difficulties. However, it reminds us that despite life's challenges, we can create a life grounded in inner tranquility and genuine joy. Embracing this affirmation begins by redefining what it means to deserve. The Stoics believed living by nature, recognizing what is within our control and acting with virtue, was the foundation of a good life. Peace and joy arise not from pursuing pleasure or external success, but from aligning our actions with reason and integrity. When you act with wisdom, show courage and fear, treat others fairly, and exercise self-restraint, you naturally foster a sense of inner fulfillment that external forces cannot take away. To internalize this affirmation, practice intentional living. Each day, set small, meaningful goals that reflect your core values. These include showing kindness to someone in need, remaining calm during a stressful situation, or dedicating time to personal growth. By consistently living in alignment with your principles, you reinforce the belief that you deserve the peace and joy of living a virtuous life. Another powerful practice is to cultivate moments of joy without guilt. Too often, we deprive ourselves of happiness, believing that we must first achieve more or prove our worth. However, joy is not something to be earned. It is a natural part of life, available in even the simplest moments: a warm conversation, the beauty of nature, or a quiet moment of reflection. Allow yourself to experience and savor these moments, knowing they are not luxuries but essential components of a well-lived life. Equally important is learning to protect your peace. The Stoics taught that while we cannot control external events, we can control our internal state. This means recognizing when external factors, toxic relationships, unnecessary worries, or societal pressures threaten your inner tranquility and letting go of what does not serve your well-being. Protecting your peace is not an act of selfishness but of self-respect. It allows you to maintain clarity, purpose, and balance in a world that often seeks to disrupt those things. Finally, remind yourself that peace, joy, and fulfillment are not static states but ongoing practices. As a garden requires regular care and attention to thrive, so does your inner life. By consistently nurturing your mind and spirit through reflection, gratitude, and intentional action, you create an environment where peace and joy can flourish even amid life's inevitable storms. When the weight of external expectations feels overwhelming, repeat to yourself in moments of doubt, "I deserve peace, joy, and fulfillment." This simple affirmation is a powerful reminder that your worth is not determined by what you achieve, but by who you choose to be. Over time, it rewires your internal dialogue, replacing self-doubt with self-respect and fear with quiet confidence. Ultimately, this affirmation is not about seeking a life free from struggle, but about recognizing that, despite life's challenges, you have the right to cultivate inner peace, experience joy, and pursue a meaningful existence. By embracing this truth, you build a life rooted in self-worth, resilience, and a deep sense of purpose. one in which you no longer question whether you are deserving, but instead co-live in alignment with the values that bring you true fulfillment. Conclusion. Our thoughts are the architects of our reality. Every day, we have the power to shape our mindset, cultivate inner strength, and align our actions with the virtues we hold dear. The Stoics understood that while we may not control the external world, we are always in control of our inner dialogue, and this internal mastery determines the quality of our lives. By consciously practicing these 9 affirmations, you lay the foundation for a life of resilience, clarity, and purpose. Personal growth isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about making small, intentional daily choices that bring you closer to becoming the person you aspire to be. The journey of self-mastery, much like life itself, is ongoing. There will be moments of doubt, failure, and uncertainty, but with each repetition of these affirmations, you strengthen your ability to navigate life's complexities gracefully. Over time, you'll find that what once seemed insurmountable challenges become learning opportunities, and what once caused frustration becomes a chance to practice patience. Remember, it's not the grand, occasional efforts that define us, but the quiet, consistent practices we engage in daily. These affirmations, though simple, have the power to gradually transform your internal world, leading to greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. They remind you that no matter what life throws your way, you possess within you the strength to endure, the wisdom to adapt, and the courage to rise. If you found value in these reflections and want to continue exploring ancient wisdom, Stoic philosophy, and the path to personal growth, consider subscribing to this channel. By joining this community, you'll access more content designed to inspire, challenge, and support you on your journey toward a better, more intentional life. Together, we can cultivate the mindset needed to thrive in an unpredictable world. Remember, your mind is your most excellent tool. Master it, and you'll master your life. Stay resilient, reflective, and, most importantly, stay true to the virtues guiding you. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again soon. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with those who might benefit from it. Your support helps us grow this channel and spread timeless wisdom for modern living.